Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As I was about to title today's video, my first time being on a shooting build in NBA 2K24. So, this is going to be my new 6-8 that I've created for whether it's just, fun in ones or also to play 5-out runs and maybe ranked Pro-Am, or maybe we'll even try and get to competitive level with this stuff. But obviously, I'm about a month and a half late to shooting the ball in 2K24. The only jump shots I've taken in this game are accidental front fades that I try to, get a floater on because I've been pure slasher all year so far. So, in today's video, I'm here to showcase all the fun stuff I've been on and also just get a couple gameplays out and to show you guys the build that I'm working with right here as well. So as you can see, KD hop jumpers, I have this off being starter 3. I gotta say, it's actually pretty fire. I do consider running the James Harden hop jumper as well though, but that's also another starter 3 thing. And as you can see, we're getting pretty elite contact dunks on this build too. Now this is gonna be a 94 dunk build. I'll get to all the specifics with the build in just a second here, but as you can see, that KD hop jumper into the backwards fade right here as well. You may also question, Laker, are we serious, bro? You're running the shot meter? I'm gonna be real with you guys. I find myself to be very good at timing these meters. I've obviously been, doing it with the dunk meter stuff, and it's very easy for me to read this stuff personally. The Comet, the same trajectory and the same size and the same speed of how it works on dunk meters. I like it personally, and I also like to be able to see kind of live in-game adjustment as far as how I need to time my shot differently, or knowing whether it was a slowdown or a speed up that still exists in the game, obviously, and they actually added the slowdown feature. But obviously, I think this is going to be something that can actually be ran, if you ask me. And I've been shooting pretty good, if we're being completely honest. Like, I know it's just rec, and I understand that, obviously. I'm not here to flex the rec, shooting percentage or anything like that way too much, but I do want to say, like I just already told you guys, I literally just started shooting the ball 2 days ago from this point of recording this. This video was, this gameplay right here was my first day shooting on 2K24. So, and I've obviously not tested any jump shots or anything like that. Shout out to 2K Labs though. We'll actually plug that right now. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm pairing up with the NBA 2K Lab this year, so you can use code LAKER for 20% off at checkout at their website. That's NBA2KLab.com. On this website is all types of really good statistical jump shot information. You can also test the jumpers on their website too. Plug the controller straight into your phone or to your PC. You can get early, green, late. It'll tell you where you need to adjust on that jump shot, or if you don't know what jumper you want to run, you just go to their jump shot recommender. You punch in your height, the jump shot rating that you're working with, and then based on the milliseconds of timing that you get, it'll recommend you a jump shot. So again, if you want to use code LAKER for 20% off at checkout, that's NBA2KLab.com. Appreciate you guys, and we'll get back to the video. And I will get this specific jump shot to you guys in another video. Obviously, I mean, I've played with it. I'm not sure how 2K Labs feels about that or not, of me dropping jump shots that I got from their website, once I end up finding the one that I like. But this one to me has been really good, and it is what it is. I guess we'll figure out what the deal is with that when the time comes. But anyway, well, that's for another video. I want to show you guys the actual build now, and we'll get to some 1v1 gameplay after that. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the build right here. Now, I want to address some things in specific first that we need to talk about. So obviously, you may see a low ball handle. You're like 81 ball handle. Are we serious? You're not going to go with like the 85 to max out at 6'8", or why didn't you go like, shorter, like a 6'7" or a 6'6", to get maybe 87 or 86? As I've already told you guys, that 86 is really a big deal for that Kemba Walker escape moves. I like KD though for the escape moves. I think it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with using it. Same with the KD Hezi. I found a ton of SIGs that I'm very comfortable with. We'll obviously drop those in another video as well. And overall, I think I can move pretty good on this build. And not to mention too, as you can see, we added the 92 post control to this. So not only do you get the unpluckable, obviously, but the Hoff post spin technician at that 90 right there. I don't really care for Dream Shake. I'm not gonna be doing it, but obviously, we're going to be able to work some people in the post, and then with the meter dunk capabilities, if I do get that shrug off animation, I'm going to be able to get them to my side in that blinders area, and then that's easy dunk meter from there. Not to mention, obviously, we have the 94 dunk for the Hoff slithery, and you also get elite contacts off too. I'm a big fan of those, and not to mention, we're going to be running pro contacts off 1. Now, I do want to address one thing before we go further in this video. I know a lot of you guys have seen a lot of build videos getting put on my channel. I'm making a new one very consistently and very, repeatedly, but I feel like I've mastered this inside center stuff already in the game, to be honest with you guys. I don't think I need to work on it too much more. When it comes to like these ranked runs and stuff like that, it's getting really boring and like too easy to be honest. And I'm gonna save that more for the comp settings and stuff like that moving forward. And with this, I want to have some more fun. Now, to be fair, I can still have fun on the 610 for sure. I could run like 5-out with the pure inside and still get that job done too. But I want something different. I want something that's more challenging, and this will be challenging for me. It's a style that I'm not used to, and it's something that I do want to get behind a little bit. And obviously, we're going to do it at some point throughout the course of the year, so I figured why not early on. So anyway, point of the story here is that I obviously do apologize for how many build videos I have been posting of what I'm making specifically as well, but obviously I'm a content creator. I intend to make a lot of different builds for, you know, entertainment purposes and for my own entertainment purpose as well. The longer I can enjoy this game, the better for me personally, and obviously I'm not past that point or anything yet. Obviously I'm still having fun playing the game. So yeah, all the previous builds that I've been playing on between the 610 and the 7-footer and stuff like that, they're still here to stay. It's just I obviously wanted something a little bit different. So anyway, moving along, we have 82 layup for the James Harden layup package. This is going to be really good for the Euros, and obviously you get, you know, Hall of Fame two-step on this as well. So that's the main component that we're looking to take advantage of here, is that James Harden Euro step. It's so good for transitioning into the Euro dunks and stuff like that too. If you wanted, you could run, let's say, Jimmy Butler for the floaters and stuff like that. And as you guys already know, I've posted the video of I tested every layup in 2K24, so you don't have to. If you want to check that out, feel free to. But I feel very good with the Harden layup right now. I think it's going to be something really good for a dunker and a 5-out dunker for that matter as well. Besides that, because we have our strength up, obviously as you can see, we get the silver fearless finisher, and we also, just regardless of strength, get the Hoff Pro Touch as well. The one downside to this is it is going to force your close shot up, but as you can see, it actually is forced up by your post control anyway. So you kind of get this extra 2 layup ratings for free. Not literally, but it doesn't force anything up that you wouldn't have wanted anyway. 40 standing dunk, it's going to get a package, period. That's all we really want with this, because I can't get standing big man contact dunks and I'm not getting O boards anyway. I'm more so going to be moving into my standing dunks anyway. And as you guys know, if you've been keeping up with the channel, your dunk meter size on those moving standing dunks, if you will, is based on your driving dunk. And not to mention too, you're going to be able to get packages that transition you into stuff like that anyway. So as long as you're not going for like O board into a putback, like not a putback literally, but O board into a dunk meter, or let's say, you know, a pick and roll where you're ending up right below the basket, you're fine. And not to mention, I've been talking about preloading the dunk meters as well in these live comp pro-am games, if you guys have heard about it. And essentially what I mean by that is when I maybe pass it to someone and I go for the give and go, as soon as they pass to me, I'm flicking up and holding down on the stick, and I'm holding it all the way through, waiting for my guy to catch the ball, and then as soon as he catches it, the dunk meter will pop up, and I'm already holding down on that stick with that dunk meter preloaded, and boom, it's popping up instantly. So anything that a corner defender is going to do as far as like dropping off the corner and going for that block, as long as I've already locked in that dunk meter, the size on the green window is going to stay, period. That's just how it works. So that's why I'm really stressing the point of preloading the dunk meters anyway, and that's something that you can take advantage of not having a very high standing dunk on regardless. So moving along, we have the 86 mid-range. This is going to be for the gold open looks, Hoff comeback kid, and not to mention, I guess I don't really care about comeback kid if we're being completely honest, but Hoff post-fade phenom too. Now, I have not started to really take advantage of this in my own game. I'm not really great with the post fades quite yet, but again, it's something challenging and fun for me to get at, and I'm looking forward to it. Obviously with the 85 3-pointer, the bronze limitless, and then the silver agent at 86. Free throw 77 should be absolutely fine. I've been doing all right with 50 if we're being completely honest. So definitely feel okay about 77. 89 pass act for the Halliburton, pass down, not to mention that gold dimer. Now, as I mentioned to you guys, not a lot of people in this game are probably going to feel great about having 81 ball handle, but I feel all right about it, to be completely honest with you guys. Obviously, you know, there are badges that come along with it, like blow by, etc., but I don't feel like the way that I play requires these types of things. I know you guys see the slasher. If you don't really know who I am, and you might just see like slasher playstyle, you might think like, well, he's just gonna like run right into people and it's gonna be simple as that. It's not really my dribble style at all. I definitely am a big dribble around people when it comes to the slashing, and just in general, I found a lot of SIGs that I really like at this 81 regardless, so I felt this was a really good spot for me to budget out my attribute ratings. At 75 speed with ball, it's obviously going to be that silver hyperdrive, silver speed booster, and not to mention the ability to run Magic Johnson dribble style. I'm currently running pro right now, and I really do like it. I'll show you guys some stuff like that in another video for sure. It's just we're getting into gameplay right after this, obviously, so don't want to spend too much time labbing out the dribble moves for you guys just yet. We will do that eventually though. But anyway, 75 Prim D. So let's just go over all the things that you get at this. 71 is Bronze Challenger, 72 is Bronze Fast Feet and Workhorse, and then 74 is going to be Pick Dodger, 75 is Bronze Clamps. So I feel like this is an acceptable level of defense to be putting on hash defense as far as like playing Pro-Am, or maybe if you're the worst defender on the court in threes. I think this is very okay and acceptable. Not to mention we're 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan. I've already shown you guys the power of low interior defense and just being big in general, and it's definitely going to be very, very capable of playing interior defense on majority of people in this game, if we're being completely honest. 81 speed for the speed booster requirement, and then I just wanted high excel. I know some people, if you wanted to budget something out on this build, you're probably looking at like, you know, 70 acceleration, if we're being completely honest, or maybe 71. But For me personally, I do value acceleration. I think it's not a facade. I don't think it's made up BS in this game, and I do value it. Some people don't. That's fine. 82 vert is for the elite, contacts off 2, and this is going to be a big deal in my opinion, so we're definitely going for that. And then 74 strength, this was an interesting level that I decided to hit as far as getting some badge requirements. So at 70 you get back down Punisher, at 72 you get brick wall, and then at 73 physical handles gold, and then 74 you get bulldozer on bronze. I figured, why not? Let's just get a little bit of strength and get a lot of these intricate badges on like bronze level. And again, you only needed like so much for clamps anyway. It wasn't a big deal. For bulldozer, again, 74. Fearless, we only needed about 55, I believe, to get silver. And then a movable enforcer was at 71 as well. So I just think it's going to be something good to go for. I think these are a lot of badges that are good to have on bronze, and that's as simple as that. Stamina, we decided to go 99. Obviously, that's just kind of how I feel about when you're a ball handler build. And I did go minimum weight for this build as well. As you can see, it's 185. It can't go any lower than that. And I just so happened to be able to get, you know, a pretty reasonable strength level that I decided to want. If you wanted to go a little bit higher on this, you could probably go to like 84, but as you can see, it did save me a lot of acceleration in that kind of, you know, same way. And I do value acceleration personally. And you obviously still have to, you know, budget the points you're going to put on the build. So, you know, simple as that. All right, so into some gameplay. As you can see, we're doing pretty solid on the ones so far. I mean, as far as my averages for shooting, I would say I'm holding up pretty solid. 63% from 3. I'm not really, I'm actually more disappointed in my field goal percentage. I'm not getting like quite as much efficiency on the post-ups as I would like, but obviously, you know, we still have to work on that. Same with the midi game and stuff like that too. The dunks have not been a big deal though at all. Like they haven't really been hard to deal with. As far as our opponent, you can see he's got 95 ball handle, 93 excel, 92 three-pointer, and 91 speed ball. So definitely an offensive guard. So let's get into this gameplay. We're going to let you guys see this straight up. As you can see, he just misses his first shot of the game, and it was about all over from there for him. not literally, but as you're going to see, I'm just, you know, taking the 3 off rip at the very beginning of the game. I do want to once again mention this shot meter stuff. I feel very good about this. Even though it looks very small, it doesn't feel like that. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. With this base and the uppers that I got, I feel really good with it. And to be honest, I already through me not even knowing my jumper that well, I'm shooting better in this game than I even did in last year's game. And I would like to think 63% from 3. Mind you, that's what I shoot in the rec right now too. It's what I shoot in 3v3 Pro-Am. It's around 60% from 3. And it's been through about 40 games combined through all of that I've been playing, and between Park, Rec, and 3v3 Pro-Am. And I feel good about this personally. I think it's actually a really good thing to do. And you know, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. It's as simple as that. But for me, because I'm so used to timing the meters with the dunk meter, I feel really good about just having it on the dunk or on the 3-pointers as well. But as you're going to see, this move right here is going to be the James Harden step back, and it's going to be me holding RT and I flick down on the stick. It allows me with pro dribble style to run to the offhand instantly off of that, and as you can see, it's really, really quick. But you'll see me in the rest of this game maybe let that animation play out a little bit more, and I can shoot off it really good. So again, I have a lot of SIGs that I'm really liking. To be fair, some of them may be starter 3-capped, so not all of these are going to be for everybody. But as you can see, that's the animation, not that garbage one right there that I accidentally got. But a couple James Harden animations off the step back right there, between me letting go of RT on that last one right there, where it did a little, you know, stutter step backwards, or the snatch back one, which is me holding RT and flicking down on the stick. So into the next possession, you're going to see we're once again hitting that Rafer Alston normal breakdown combo. I actually love the SIGs that I've been able to kind of accumulate on this build. I use the regular breakdown combo to back up and the aggressive breakdown combo to move forward. I think it's actually a really good combo. As you can see, we also have the meter dunk on us as well, where we get him on that side, and because he has to play us pretty high, you know, that's just naturally how it's going to be. I get him off that triple threat, and now we already have him beat. If he's ever on the side of me like that, it's over for anybody. And again, we've already talked about this in multiple videos. I hate how much I bring it up for that matter too. But when they're on the side of you, it doesn't matter about their interior defense or anything like that at all. It's literally just going to be a big meter every single time. And generally, they're going to have a hard time kicking you out of the dunks as well. So right here, I was just gonna, you know, I don't want to get a free bucket on anybody, but as you can see, I almost got hit with the bump steal. So I'm like, okay, fine, we'll just take the dunk. But we're obviously playing with our food a little bit right now. I'm trying to have some fun here. So on this inbound, I decided to just shoot straight off it, and as you can see, we don't exactly get the timing on this. This is what I like about it though. I know some people don't like the meter, but for me, because I see that I released it early and it was pretty slightly early, I know the adjustments that I have to make moving forward on my other jumpers as well. And you know, just in general, being able to read that meter and seeing the exact spot that I want to let go of it, that's what I want personally. Like right here, boom, fade to the left hash, green. Easy for me at least. And you know, I really think that this is something that clicks for me. Now, I know there's going to be all types of talk of like, you know, and to be fair, if I'm ever shooting this good, boy, is it over for the whole world if LakerFan shooting so good anybody ever accuses me of having a Zen. But you know, obviously that's something that's, you know, worth bringing up, is that people that do use Zens probably use the meter. I don't even know how it works, to be honest with you guys. I remember last year it was like the mini meter is what the speculation was for the most part. Like their shot meter was so small that it made it that, you know, it just like laser focused in on the smallest part of it. And I don't know anything about that stuff. All you guys can do is take my word for it. And I hope that if LakerFan of all people is shooting so good that anybody would ever accuse that, I'm having a day. Like that means I'm doing really good on this game. And I don't think that's gonna be the case. And again, this is my type of stuff. I'm really good with timing the meters off the dunk meters, and this just resonates in my head and clicks really good on any type of shot, period. So anyway, that is the gameplay. I know it's a little bit of a short one. It was just a ones court gameplay. If you guys want to see me cut up that rec gameplay a little bit and show you the 10 for 11 from 3 game that I had, I'm down to show you that as well. But yeah, as I get into the end of the night right here, as you can see, this was my last game on, and I'm averaging like 18 points now, shooting 70% field goal and 65 from 3 as well. And mind you, once again, this is my first day on. Now, I don't know if that's to my advantage as well. I know a lot of people have had to go through a lot of different, like, you know, shooting updates, this, that, and the other. Maybe their shooting percentage in the park has now also dropped because they had to deal with that. I don't know if that came with the, like, stat reset, though. They did that for the new season. They reset everything, which is crazy, by the way. But anyway, like I just said, I didn't have to go through all that learning curve of the, like, learning one style of shooting, then having to relearn another, then having to relearn another. I'm just here on this update as is, where, you know, it doesn't feel like speed ups happen a lot. It's wide opens, can go in at a way better rate, and just in general, it's probably the easiest it's been to shoot on the game as the whole time it's been out, to be honest. So anyway, we will have the jump shot video in the future. We'll have the SIGs video in the future as well. Obviously, this is a build that I wanted to make to be able to resonate with some of you guys in terms of content, because obviously not everybody just makes pure insides. You can't really afford to do that because your teammates will either hate you or you just maybe don't like the style yourself. So this is going to be one that we mix in a little bit. It's not going to be my main build, but it's something I want to mix in on the channel a little bit. So anyway, that's all video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all that good stuff. And like always, try to more than 2,000 likes. Real quick, just to end the video, and if you made it to the very end of the vid, put shot in the comments so I support you my way through. So I just want to show one little last piece of gameplay for you guys. If you wanted maybe some like extra credits or like the encore, if you will. And I don't mean it literally like that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a couple more shots on this build. So that was my second 3 of the game, 2 for 2 right there. You're going to see we start kind of swagging on him a little bit because it's pretty obvious this guy is going to be having a kind of tough time on this game. And, you know, obviously, I'm not trying to stunt too much because it is against a lot of novices for the most part. But as you can see, that lift on the jump shot, man, it feels so good. It feels so, like, smooth and easy to read. It does look a little hitchy, I will give you that. But I like that about the jumper. I like that it kind of clicks. And it just looks really easy to time, in my opinion. And then again, we got that James Harden. It's James Harden SIGs all over the place. We got that Harden step back that I'm doing right there. We got the Harden Euro that I'm doing straight into him as well. I mean, it's just crazy. And then we're going to end this with another 3 as well. So as you can see, I'm going to do this little aggressive breakdown combo into the regular breakdown combo, and then just, you know, hit another snatch back off it. Boom, another green right there. And we end the game, what, 4 for 4, 5 for 5 from 3, something like that. And yeah, 4 for 4. It's been a really good time on the build so far, but I obviously do still have to take this into 5v5 Pro-Am. Maybe I'll get humbled in there for sure. And, you know, I just got to learn the game. It's going to be fun to, like, actually take something I'm not great at yet and actually put that into action a little bit. So anyway, that's all for video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And that, take it easy, man. Peace.